guys, it's Angie. This is one of the toughest videos it is for me to share with you all. But in all honesty, I think I need to. I'm constantly telling you all about my disabilities and that I struggle with bipolar and severe anxiety, severe depressions, PTSD, several different things. And I always seem to show you all the good side. But yet I'm always telling y'all, you gotta overcome, you gotta, blah, 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 you gotta deal with it, you gotta, the last couple of weeks has been rough for me. And this past week has been, I know this is just Wednesday, I think, Thursday, whatever day it is, I think it's Thursday. So about the week and a half has been rough on me. We didn't go out Saturday to film any content because, frankly, I didn't want to get out of the house. Of course, I had been struggling with trying to get my medication refilled and everything. So these last few days, it's hit hard. And if anybody's seen the Live Tuesday, you'd see even Mark made the joke, keep me away from the caffeine. I was so ADHD, so brain scrambled. I mean, I was laughing and having fun. I mean, I was on what I would call a natural high. I mean, I really was. And I was enjoying myself because I always enjoy visiting with you all. And then after that, anybody that knows bipolar, anytime you have a high, expect a low. Well, it hit, and it hit hard. I mean, the next morning, Rick woke me up. He was mopping the floor beside my chair because I had fell asleep in the recliner. And somehow or another, I had spilt about half a cup of coffee. Don't ask me how. The cup wasn't turned over. It wasn't laying on its side. It wasn't spilled. Somehow or another, about half a cup of coffee ended up into the floor. And I just broke down. Started bawling and crying and apologizing. Trying to help him clean up, and he's going, "It's okay, it's all right." I mean, it was just how it happened, I don't know. Was I doing it in my sleep? Because I have been known to be doing some weird crap in my sleep lately. But just that one incident shoved me over the edge. All I did was, he put his, I give Rick a lot of crap. But like I tell people too, he puts up with me. So that is amazing. And yesterday morning, he just put his arms around me, and I lost it. I just started bawling and crying. And he's going, "Angie, it's okay, it's okay." And I'm going, "No, it's not. I'm not in control. I'm not in control." Sometimes we got to realize we don't have to be in control. We just have to be, And in the situation, you don't have to be in control all the time. Just be with people that have got control. He's like, "I've got this, I can clean this up." And I knew he was running late for work. So that poor boy, he debated twice, 3 times, whether to go to work or not. I'm like, I'm fine. And I just sat and cried all morning. I got myself together enough because I had to go to the post office to renew my post office box because we had let it go dead. And so we had the money, so I went to get it. And I came back and sit in my recliner. And luckily, I had found some old medication that I used to take in what I call my flare-up stages. It's not like a long-term fix, but it'll chill you out then, when you need it. And I happened to find it. And if anybody knows me knows I do not like to take medication, period. I hate taking medication. And this prescription is back in, I think it last got it filled in 2012. But I was a basket case. I would say a basket case means you put me in a basket and I would just stay there. No, because I was all over the place. I couldn't help, I would get up to do something and then turn around and just sit down and start bawling crying. So luckily that medication kind of kicked in. But like I said, I don't like using it because it works good now. But then when it starts to wear off, those all come back. And so, Rick called and he's like, I'm only gonna work my 8 hours today. I'm gonna come home, and he come home. He brought dinner home. So he's like, don't worry about dinner, And I just snapped at him again. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Time for more medication. But in the meantime, I realized I don't have this. I don't have control of this. So I called my doctor back and I'm like, hey, look, I don't know what your deal is, but this is where, you've put me. This is, this is where I'm at because you're dragging your feet. And so luckily he called my medication in enough to do me, so I get to see him in September. And he suggests that I call back and talk to him at the front office and try to get in sooner. Well, you know what, Doc? Let me tell you something right here, right now. If you're that concerned about my mental well-being, why don't you tell the people out front, schedule her in here now? I need to see her now. If you're that concerned about it, why don't you do that? Oh, wait a minute. Because you're just a doctor. You're not concerned about it. You just want the numbers, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry, back up. Part of my disability, guys. When I joke about people exceeding the limitations of my medication, this is what I mean. Because without the medications, I have no filters. I'm sorry. If you piss me off, I'm going to tell you about it. That's just me. Sorry. But luckily, Rick will pick that up for me this evening. But I've sat here and I thought, I need to show, how can I say I suffer from depression and anxiety disorders and bipolar and expect y'all to believe me if you don't see it? Because up until now, I have shown the side of me that I want you to see. I don't want you to see me all, but I don't have it all together. But I'm not going to stay here. I'm not going to stay at this point in time. Have y'all seen the little post I posted, the short I posted bipolar, can't sleep. You know, when you can't sleep, you realize you can't paint either. Well, I come back here, I was going to roll some cigarettes, and I saw that painting, and it was so dark. The colors were so dark. And I'm like, is that where my mind is? Is that where, you know? So, I worked on it today. I mean, hey, it's still not perfect. It's still a little dark, but there's rays of sunshine. There's rays of sunshine, people. Because you know what? Even though outside my window right now, it's raining. Luckily, it's not storming. But it's raining. There's always going to be sunshine in your life. Whether it's, you know, stupid little sunshine painting. The sunshine from a smile from someone, a phone call that brings a smile to your face. There's always going to be sunshine around, you know. And sometimes it's hard. It's hard to see it, but we got to look for it, people. We have to know that, and know that you're not alone. And I'm telling people all the time, you don't have to suffer alone. You're not alone. You don't have to go through this by yourself. But yet, I've been hiding in my house, hiding this from you all. Because I love making my videos. I love doing the videos for you guys. And hopefully bring you a little bit of joy. And you know, this week when I had no joy myself, I found no joy in anything. I thought, how am I going to bring joy to somebody else? And if you've seen the live, I was all over the place. You know, because the ADHD had kicked in. And I've started 101 projects in the last couple of days. And I was sitting here today and I was thinking, I need to show y'all the downside too. Yesterday was what I call my crash day. I crashed. I hit bottom. I was a mess yesterday. Still a mess today. Well, then again, I'm a mess every day. But today I'm on an upswing. And that means I'm clawing my way back. I refuse to sit in the misery that I sat in yesterday. But you know what? We'll go through it. But that's just it. We have to go through it. We don't have to stay in it, people. And when I say you're not suffering alone, you're not. And yesterday, it's hard to explain unless you know you are going through stuff. Yesterday, I felt so alone. I even barked at Rick when he came in. He came in, he sat down and he fell asleep. And I'm like, is there gas in the side by side? Because I just wanted to run. I wanted to go away. I wanted to get out. And that's part of the fight or flight syndrome. I couldn't change the situation, so I wanted to run from it. And he's like, well, you know, I'll go put. So he said, I don't want to go nowhere. It's too late. I said, I didn't ask you. I just asked if there was some in the side by side. Because yesterday I wouldn't go off in it because I knew that it was getting low. And of course the gas gauge don't work in it. It works half the time, but you never know which half is working. So, be right back. Okay, sorry about that. That was my son calling to check on me. Him and Mom are going to walk up here a little bit. But even though, you know, I was talking about getting out on the four-wheeler and stuff, I can't run from my depression. I can't run from my anxiety. I can't run from my disabilities. I have to learn to deal with them. And the bad part about it is I've done it for so long, I know how to deal with them. It's just sometimes I don't want to deal with them. And so like I said, your ray of sunshine, my ray of sunshine just called. People know. You know, I call them my safe people. I can be like this to them, and I know they don't judge, and they don't, you know, label me. And I know I'll get a lot of comments, a lot of negative comments, but you know what? Opinions are like buttholes. Everybody's got one, and they usually stink. Sorry. But people, when I tell you that you don't have to suffer alone, you don't. And when I tell you you're not alone, you're not. Because even some of us that preach the sermon, sometimes we need to hear the sermon too. You know, if you're gonna walk the walk, you gotta talk. Reverse that. Sorry, my brain's going haywire. If you're gonna talk the talk, you better walk the walk. And if I'm on here telling you all, it's okay to have your down days. It's okay to be different. It's okay to do this, and that you're going to have this, and that you're never alone, then I better prove to you that I know what I'm talking about. Because people, life is real, okay? And you hear things, and we used to think, well, that wouldn't happen in my backyard, or that wouldn't happen to us, or no, I could, no, that not happen to me. At one point in time, I was suicidal. Now, thank God that has gone by the wayside. But yesterday, to tell you the truth, all I wanted to do was get drunk and go to bed. And that's one of the reasons I don't drink like I used to, is because I used to use it to hide from it. I would liquid medicate. And so, where's this video going? I have no clue. But I want y'all to know, this is why you haven't seen a video from us this week. And like I said, poor little old Rick, he calls to check on me during the day, make sure that I'm okay. God forbid I don't answer the phone, then he would freak out. But just know, people, mental illnesses are real. And we all have some form of it. You know, we all have some form of it. Some of us are worse than others. And some other people got it worse than I've got it. But I reach out for y'all to see this side. Even though I'm on the upswing, yesterday was my worst day. But I want y'all to see that you're not alone. You don't go through this stuff alone. You're not the only one that goes through it. You're not the only one that's had those feelings, had those thoughts, or just that I don't give a crap attitudes. And like I said, I hate people seeing me this way. I hate for people to see me cry. I've always felt like it was a weakness, and you didn't show your weaknesses. But you know what? My disability to me shouldn't be a weakness. It's just an obstacle to overcome. Yes, I have disabilities, but I have to find different ways to do certain things that what the normal people do. We have to cope. We have to find our own coping mechanisms. I encourage anybody, and yes, I'm one. I called them. I called them. Call a therapist. Talk to somebody. You know, if you've got an appointment scheduled next month and you need it now, you call me, talk to them now. Don't put off, because the longer I put this off, the further I got into the depression. The further I got into the depression, the less, I won't say less ability I had, but the less desire to fight my way out of it I had. But you know what? I'm fighting. I'm fighting. I'm clawing. I'm scratching. I'm doing anything and everything I can, even down to making stupid little paintings. I've never painted before in my life, people. Never dreamed it. It looked like two ugly heads of broccoli. But anyway, there's my little stream. Little river runs through it, but I got my sunshine. Got my rays of sunshine. So guys, I apologize for not having videos out for you this week. I have a wedding to go to Saturday. It's going to be fun. My baby nephew, he's getting married. It's like my baby boy is getting married. But hopefully we'll be back on track. You know? I know I'll be back on track because I'm not giving up. So guys, just know I'm here for you. And I thank you all for being here for me. You all are important, and I love each and every one of you. Bye.